these cars. They are the superhero costumes to our characters. Each car represents icons. We push them to the limit, literally the limit. What Dennis McCarthy and his team brought to the franchise is true power. They soup them up, prepare them so they can do what we want to do.
The word that just comes to mind is bigger. Every one, we just increase the car count, we increase the action, the number of guys, the number of parts, the number of everything.
It's a lot of hard work. As you know, we make these movies with our hearts and our souls. But to have the opportunity to be passionate about something is the gift in life.
There's something dangerous, there's something mighty about these cars. We have to get it right.
We've done a lot of different variations of the Charger. So this time around, just the way the script read, I just felt we should kind of come back and we should reel it back a little bit, get into something that looked a little closer to where it all started. I feel that the car behind me at this moment is part of the franchise that you can never leave out. I really look at it as another cast member.
When I think of that iconic car, I think of that moment from the first film in the Toretto garage, and I'm talking about a vehicle as a living, breathing entity.
So what's your best time?
I've never driven her.
Why not?
It scares the shit out of me. Which is why we've casted cars like other films would cast actors.
The Rome Charger is an awesome car too. So that's a brand new Hellcat Charger, wide body. There's just really no way to improve on them. I mean, they're really just kind of perfect as is. So we just did some really minor things. Once again, a Whippled supercharger just kind of protruding through the hood, but very subtle. Kind of looks like the old shaker hood.
Everybody stay clear.
Oh, this one? Somebody just turned them on. I actually thought something blew up. Thunder comes out of this car.
For more than 2 decades, that car has a place in this mythology. It speaks to how generational this saga is.
This is a 1970, old school fast one style. Autometer gauges, gray bezel, black face, red needles. Really designed just to burn rubber, do donuts, and just have a good time. The right gear, the right differential, the right tires. Just an excessive amount of horsepower. We have our standard LS Turbo 400, providing power to a Ford 9-inch rear end. The chassis on this, we took it to another level where a lot of Detroit speed, kind of a spec'd out rack with much more travel than normal. Stunt drivers love to have maximum steering angle. So we basically max it out to the point where we're really limited by tire colliding with the frame. And of course, we had to put a nitrous unit in it, you know, just in case.
My turn. That car set this world apart from any other movie. It was, in many ways, the heartbeat of this whole franchise.
There's a history for Roman with his car choices.
And they'll be like, what you want to drive in the next one, man? I don't know, man. Just something crazy that's going to really stand out. A gold Lamborghini or something, you know? And I got to London and literally It's like, holy shit.
It looked crazy, but you understand why he wanted that car. You don't often see a gold Lamborghini. It wasn't easy to hide. When you're filming in Rome, you're trying to keep everything out of the lens of the Paps. That's not easy.
Yeah, the Lambo's pure Roman. The mirrored finish in this one is hilarious.
It had to be a vinyl wrap. We had to put a protective layer over the top because if you just wipe that, you leave swirls on the wrap, so we had to put a protective film on. It looked incredible.
What this old girl lacks in horsepower, she makes up for it in agility.
I would say the GTV was one of the most exciting builds. It was stripping it right back, working out what powertrain would be best, what would fit, what would the performance be, would it be enough, too much?
So you use electric pumps.
So this is a 74 Alfa Romeo GTV. It is an Italian car. I would say it's the grandfather of sports cars. The engine wasn't much, it was a 4-cylinder. Twin cam, it came in a 2.0 option, but it was agile. It was an attainable sports car. It still is today.
There was zero discussion about it. It was like just confirmation we are going with the ham orange.
It's a classic piece of art. And if you walk around the car, they don't make cars like this anymore.
That was like the first thing I said. I was like, I'll be in if I can ride a motorcycle. And they're like, great, we got you a Ducati and a Triumph. I'm like, I'm just a larger human being and I need something. And I enjoy Harleys.
These colors don't run, baby. No, they don't. When we were in first talks, I was very curious. I was like, what bike are we gonna use? Because I haven't seen that many Harleys and some of the amazing stunts that all the stunt riders do. Bravo! And then we thought about the Pan American, which is an adventure touring bike.
What we have right here is a 2022 Harley-Davidson Pan America 1250. What's nice about these bikes is they're pretty amazing. You know, I'll say right out of the crate because they showed up to us in a crate. But, you know, off the dealer floor, these things are good to go. They're a bike that's basically, you know, in that adventure class. So very multi-purpose, you know. You can cruise down the freeway, you can go run down a dirt road, you can go up in the hills. It'll pretty much do anything, go anywhere. And it has a ton of horsepower. It's basically a 76 cubic inch motor. From the factory, they make about 150 horsepower. In our case, with our Fast and Furious modifications, we've done exhaust, we had to do some computer programming. We've lost some emissions devices, mostly for aesthetics. Obviously the number plate, we lost a headlight, we lost the readout. I mean, we've basically stripped this bike to the bare minimum. And it's really just part of going for that look and maybe making the bike a little more nimble. It probably shed a few pounds in the process.
They just went in like scientists and like unchambered a bunch of stuff, and this thing is so fast. It's like one of the fastest bikes I've been on, and it's loud.
So what made this build so much fun was Jason Momoa.
All right.
He's a huge motorcycle enthusiast. It's a bike I feel is perfect for him.
Oh my God!
Yo, it's not that one. It's this one.
Jacob's Mustang was just basically brought back, which I love. You know, if you can bring a car back or bridge a car from one film to the next, which is hard to do because more than not, we destroy everything. So it was cool to bring it back. It was the first new car I ever bought when I was in my early 20s.
And just so you know, in the 90s, if you were rolling in a 5.0, meant you were the man.
I bought a 1993 LX Mustang. So I've always had, you know, a soft spot for those ones.
Cars are truly a vehicle for conversation. Just like art or music or food, this tastes good. Wow, did you hear this song? And someone could think that it tastes bad or that the song sucks. Cars are the same.
Did I know you drive this thing?
You should. I raced him in it. It was a great transition into what we have today, and Jacob gets to be into that debate.
It was supposed to be something that was kind of embarrassing, but in reality, it is a pretty cool car. When you see it in the film, there's a roof rack, there's a canoe on the top, so that does take away from the cool factor a little bit, which, you know, adds to the comedy.
Are you gonna tell me where we're going?
Place of mine your dad knows. Fast has never been short on vehicle mods. That project I've been working on, you wouldn't be interested. I have a 66 El Camino that looks like it's straight out of Mad Max. We gotta go.
The Cannon truck, as it's referred to, is basically an El Camino. It's a big block, 4-speed car. It's the Cannon El Camino that really saves the day. It has, I mean, the shells are, I don't know, 7-8 inches in diameter. Kind of a hot rod primer black, just very basic. We put some very cool weld wheels on it, beadlocked rear, kind of a drag feel. Those cars are tough, they're bulletproof. You know, it's a full frame car. You can put it through anything and it'll come out the other side. I can't say it actually survived, but it does its part. With Jason, he was very specific about the car, the colors, and we wanted a big car. And we're always trying to mix it up a little bit. Something cool was the Ford Fairlane.
My God, the Fast Team, McCarthy's insane. I just kind of go like, I love this color and I love this pastel. I want my character to be like a peacock. Here we go! He does some pretty crazy stuff with it.
Size is right, the look is right, and I think it's a pretty evil looking car. You know, just the way the headlights are laid out. The whole grille kind of rakes forward on the car. We added in kind of like a drag car style or Bonneville style rear wing on the car. The other thing that kind of made the car very sinister is that dark red color, which Jason was so specific about the color on that car as well. I mean, literally, as we're spraying the paint booth, we're, you know, FaceTiming and sending a video.
Let's go see.
It's not a mainstream muscle car, which is what I like about it as well.
I think that's the great thing about film. The best of the best you get to work with these car guys who just know everything, and you put out an idea and then he takes it to the next level.
I took your money, I took your freedom, and I'm gonna take your family.
You made one mistake. You never took my car.